guys, good morning. This is Devin. This is another installment of Hampton Roads Perspectives. It's a weekly community affairs program where we highlight different nonprofits in the area. Some may be new to you, others may not. I feel like you have probably heard of this one before. I had him in, I believe, last year, and I'm excited to have him in the studio again. I've got Kevin. It's Kevin Wills, right?
Yes.
Did I remember it from last time? I didn't even ask you your last name this morning, and I
Kevin
already remembered
Will,
it.
yeah.
Yay, Kevin Wills. He's the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Virginia. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. I've also got Tyrell Scott, the media coordinator. What's up, Tyrell?
How you doing?
How you doing? He's got that low voice. You could do radio. I don't know, man. All right, so first off, we're going to talk about the Boys and Girls Club today. I would love to know, Kevin, what is the Boys and Girls Club? What's the mission and the goal?
So we are really the largest youth development agency in America, and really our mission is to enable all young people, especially those that need us the most, to become productive, caring, and responsible citizens.
Yeah.
And really what that means is we are really the place for kids to go either after school or all day in the summer, that they can really grow, have a safe place to go, and really have those opportunities that they might not otherwise have to look at their next stage in life and really get there and get inspired to get there.
Better to keep them, out of trouble too. Make them want to go somewhere to have fun instead of having the opportunity to go somewhere to get in trouble, like on the streets or something like that.
Absolutely. Fun is always a big part of what we do.
For sure. What cities and areas does the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Virginia serve?
So we really are the South Side. So we're Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Suffolk, Franklin, and the Eastern Shore. So we have 8 different clubs throughout the area.
Nice.
We impact thousands of kids every year here in Hampton Roads.
How long have you been around?
So we've been here for over 100 years. I think 103. Is that right, Tyrell?
104.
I'm not great at math, but
that's okay.
Quite a long time.
That's a very long time. It's a lot longer than I thought. Can you tell me some of the requirements to be a Boys and Girls Club member?
So really, the great thing about Boys and Girls Club is for any kid. Now, the only requirement is that you're either kindergarten through 12th grade.
Yeah.
But it really is a safe place for any kid from any background to really come, grow, have great mentors that really help them along the process and growing up, which we know is becoming tougher and tougher.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit before we got into the studio about how I'm an Eagles fan, and I brought up how I love Michael Vick, and you said Michael Vick used to be a Boys and Girls Club member. Am I right?
Yeah, couldn't be more proud of Michael Vick being a Boys and Girls Club alumni. He always gives back in the area to the Boys and Girls Club. Lots of athletes, actors, but really everyday successful business people as well have benefited from the Boys and Girls Club. So we love when those alumni come, give back, share their story, and help our kids.
Very
we
cool.
also have a very close connection with Derek Nottie from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Fun.
He's from this area, and he donates every year around the holidays, especially around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and make sure the kids have a good holiday season.
That's amazing.
And he just had a huge game this week. So, congratulations to him. Keep doing the great work, but thank you so much for giving back.
Does he actually come around, or does he just kind of...
He stopped by our Rosemont Club a couple times.
Nice.
I know he's usually wrapped up in the season, so when they do have events, he'll do like a FaceTime, or we'll put him on the big screen and he could talk to the kids.
So cool.
But when he is in the area, he comes by, and his family is very involved in the club too.
That's so
great
fun.
family, great support, and that's really what Girls and Club is all about. Is just that big family environment, and it takes everybody. It really does take a village to help these kids succeed.
Yeah. That's Kevin Wills. He's the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia. Kevin, can you tell me one more time for the new listeners, what is the Boys and Girls Club?
So really, we are that space in areas of need that help kids when they're not in school, whether that's after school or whether that's in the summer. We have a great fun environment. We have great staff that are youth development professionals. And we play the basketball and we play the video games. But we also have programs that center around our 3 pillars, which are academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles.
That's great. That's great. Now, how would you describe the staff at the Boys and Girls Club?
I mean, to me, it's the best thing about Boys and Girls Club. These people are, they always go above and beyond. They are like a second family to our kids. They really, really care about the areas that they work in. Not only the kids, they communicate with the parents, but it really is not just a job. It's a calling, and like I said, they go above and beyond every day for our kids and our families.
Yeah. What are your hours of operations? Because I know the Boys and Girls Clubs of Southeast of Virginia is open later than most of the after-school programs. And then, I mean, how does that benefit the club members and parents?
I could speak on that myself. Yeah. Usually our hours of operation start around like 2 all the way down to 8 o'clock p.m. Mm-hmm. And I know most after-school programs close around like 6 and whatnot. I could speak firsthand that when I first came here, I went straight to the Boys and Girls Club as a member. And the hours being so late, it gave my mom time to get off work, go home, get groceries, and come back and pick us up. And with the club, they made sure we had our homework done and everything. We had fun. And by the time we got home, we were tired, ready for dinner, and ready for the next day. So those extra hours of being open made sure my mom or any other parent can come by and make sure their kids had a good day and ready for the next day.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. What is a typical day like for a club member?
A typical club day, they get on the bus from school and come straight to the Boys and Girls Club, or we come pick them up. Once they get to the club, we have a program called Power Hour. So it's not where they just come into a facility and just run around and do stuff like that. They come in and we have staff that are dedicated to help them finish their homework no matter what subject it is. We have people that can help with math, science, English, anything. And we do that for about an hour. And then after that, we do our hourly rotations. So every day they get a little bit of everything. As far as programming, they do art, they do they go in the games room, they do educational games, they go in the computer lab. So they get a little bit of everything each day when they go to the club.
That's great. I bet there's a lot of math tutors because I know math was...
Yeah, I can usually help them up to about second grade, and then I have to bring in some great volunteers that know a lot more than I do.
I was going to say, I just feel like there's a lot of people that need help with math because this is just never got easier. Can you tell me a little bit about the list of national programs for the club members?
Sure, I can start, and you can chime in. If you couldn't tell, Tyrell he started here at a very young age, going to the Boys and Girls Club, and then was a staff and a mentor at one of our local clubs here in Virginia Beach. And while he was going to college, that was his job. And then he actually was promoted from there until our marketing coordinator. So, I mean, it's kind of just shows you what the Boys and Girls Club could do for you.
Yeah.
But the programs really are around those 3 pillars. Like I said, academic success, good character, and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles. So it could be a triple play program that's not only getting your exercise, but that is, eating healthy. So we have programs where kids will grow their own garden and then have the salad day where they harvest those and eat it and learn about nutrition.
Yeah.
It could be a STEM program that we go through to where they're, building their own robots and having competitions there. It could be workforce development, so we have Workforce Wednesdays where people come in and share what they do for a living and how they kind of got to that career.
Yeah.
Not only that, we have a great partnership with the Hampton Roads Workforce Council.
Yeah.
Where they help us out and place our kids either into internship in an area that they want to go into, or their first job, really.
I've done an interview with the Workforce Council. That was fun.
And they're great with our youth, and it is a great experience for them. 100% of our kids graduate from high school, but that's not enough for us. I know, I love that, but we really do a great job of saying 100% graduate, but your next step, whether that's post-secondary education, college, or whether that's a true career and not just a job. So that's what I love about Boys and Girls Clubs is we're looking to set you up for success in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Kevin said, we have so many national programs. I know we got Keystone, which is a teen community service group. I know I went through that myself, and I know we did projects like Habitat to Humanity. We helped build houses. We painted houses.
Yeah.
We fed the homeless. We did everything you could think of. And they also gave me a lot of firsts in my life. With Keystone, we also have a national conference with the Boys and Girls Club where we meet other Boys and Girls Clubs from all over the world.
That's
so
awesome.
I also got to meet people and just experience great things. And that was my first time. My first trip was to Atlanta. So just to do a amazing thing and then be rewarded with that, seeing through other Boys and Girls Club was amazing. But just to double down on that, we have Torch Club, which is like Keystone, but it's for the younger age, like preteens, so like 10 to 12. We have diplomas to degrees where we focus on what to do after you come out of school, like Kevin says, post-secondary school, or just try to get into a trade. We have there's so many programs. Like
Yeah.
I talked about Power Hour. That's where we dedicate time for kids to get homework done every day after school, so they're never behind in school. And we have STEM. With the robotics and the technology, they learn everything on the internet, how to do internet safety.
I think that's such a great program. They didn't have that when I was growing up, and I think STEM is so cool. With just everything these days is technology and science, and it's just a neat program to have, I think.
And most definitely. And then last two programs that I definitely want to touch on was Passport to Manhood and Smart Girls, and that teaches everything from etiquette when you go to a fancy dinner, personal hygiene, how to talk to talk to anybody, just how to be more professional.
Sure.
So soft skills, if you will.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So those programs shows that this is not just a daycare, that is a youth development program, which we're trying to better the youth every day.
Yeah. Are you guys still dealing with any COVID issues?
So, no, one of the good things we took that leap of faith when everything shut down, and we knew that some people did have to go to work and were essential employees. So we were the first one to kind of open our doors and say, you could bring our kids here. So being one of the first one, we really have that down now on, our safety protocols when it comes to COVID.
Yeah.
But if COVID has done anything for us, it's really shined a light on the importance of what kids are doing when they're not in school and having that place to go. So not that anything good has come from COVID, but it really has put a spotlight on the things we do and the safety of our youth, not only physically, but mentally as well.
Yeah. That's Kevin Wills, guys. He's the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia. It's also got Tyrell Scott in here. He's the media coordinator. I am saying it right. Media coordinator, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I heard you say marketing coordinator a minute ago, and I was like, wait a minute.
He does a little
They
bit
toss it up as media marketing.
I just want to make sure I get it right for everybody. But got both these gentlemen in here today. Can you tell me a little bit about the newest Boys and Girls Club that's going to open?
Sure. We're really excited. We are going into a partnership with NRHA, Norfolk Housing and Redevelopment Authority, and we are going to open 2 brand new clubs this year in Norfolk.
Awesome.
One at Young's Terrace and the other at Grandy Village.
Okay.
And we're really excited about being able to serve in those areas. There are 2 community centers in those areas that we're going to be taking over and turning into Boys and Girls Clubs for those kids and those family that live in those areas. So 2 new clubs this year we're really excited about. 2 years ago, we were able to open our brand new standalone club in Portsmouth, but we're looking to add even more clubs in areas of need throughout Hampton Roads because, it is really important to have a safe, affordable, and fun place to go when you're not in school.
Yeah, that's amazing. You guys were just featured on the news for, the newest computer lab renovation with the help from Cox Communications. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So we have this partnership with Cox Communications, and they've been really helpful as far as the STEM and the technology component in our clubs. They helped renovate our computer lab at our Rosemont unit in Virginia Beach. And so they help with everything from new computers, the new STEM program that we have, to new robotics. And we also had the help of ECPI University to help install those computers for the club members.
That's great.
Which was, the extra helping hand was just amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But, we had the grand opening the first week of January, and it was amazing. The kids loved it, and so did the Cox and ECPI. Just to see the kids' faces when they did the robotics, and just for the kids to see something new like that, and to have new computers, which makes everything easier, especially with now having homework on the internet and just everything online based.
Yeah.
Yeah. So having that resource to do everything at a quick pace, and then just have that new resource to do like STEM and coding that people don't usually get to see every day. It was a blessing for the kids, and they really loved it.
That's awesome. Do you have any other partnerships? I know you mentioned Cox, you mentioned ECPI. Any other partnerships with the Boys and Girls Club you want to shout out or talk about?
There are so many partnerships. I would hate to even get into them because we're going to leave somebody out.
Yeah.
But what I will say is Boys and Girls Club is a great conduit from everybody in the community can come and help. And no matter what you're good at, you can lend something to the Boys and Girls Club, whether that's a donation, money-wise, where we can operate and keep our fees low as possible for all of our parents, whether that's coming in and sharing your talents with the kids, whether that's in an art program and a STEM exercise, or just coming in and playing basketball with the kids, being a good mentor. So we have so many companies that really give to Boys and Girls Club. We're always looking for more because we really need to expand what we do here in Hampton Roads.
Yeah.
It really should be in every neighborhood, but they see the importance of quality after school programming and having equal access to that in every area we serve.
Yeah. The Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia, how are you guys different from other after school programs? Like, how do you stand out?
I would just say, like we talked about earlier, that it's not just a daycare, it's like a youth development center.
Yeah.
And a lot of people may not know that about the Boys and Girls Club, all the way down from the national programs. Every day we're trying to just enhance the youth and just better them for the next step in life, whether it be the next grade in school or going post-secondary school or just anything in life. We're there for them. I know it's real family-based. That's one thing that kept me coming back.
Yeah.
My mom loved it when she dropped me off at 8. It was like pulling teeth trying to get me out the building as a kid. So it's just that environment that we make sure the kids feel safe. They're learning every day. We feed them a meal every day with the help of the food bank. So it's just basically, like Kevin says all the time, it's a home away from home. So it's an experience that every kid should have, just to show that there are programs out there that show that we care about the kids in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, we're affordable, right? We're a fraction of what another organization would charge you to send your kids after school or all day in the summer. So, the more support we can get to the community, we can keep our prices as low as possible. And we never turn a child or a family away if they can't even afford our very small fees.
Yeah.
We have scholarship programs, and people give to those programs to make sure that everyone has access to youth development programs.
You talk about supporting you guys. How can we support the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia?
You can support in many ways, from in-kind donations, volunteering. Kids, I think that probably is the best way to support the club, is volunteering and just coming by and seeing our kids. The kids love to see new faces, so even if it's coming by for an hour and help with a art project in the art room with Miss Lucy, I mean, they love it. So you can donate through volunteering. What else?
Yeah, so we rely our budget every year on the kindness and support of the community. So whether that's supporting a special event, just supporting a program, supporting a club, we need those companies and individuals to really see, and I don't ever call it a donation, to see that investment in our kids, because it truly is an investment in our youth. For every dollar that you invest in a child at Boys and Girls Club, it is a return, and they've done studies on it, of $9.20. So it is really a great investment into the community, building up tomorrow's workforce, making sure kids are on that right path. So it is a great investment.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, guys, that's Kevin Wills. He's the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia. We're also talking to Tyrell Scott, who's the media coordinator. Someone that might be listening right now, wondering if you're hiring, what would you tell them?
So I would tell them we're always looking for great people who could be great mentors to join the Boys and Girls Club family. One of our competitive advantages is the amount of training and support that we give each person that comes to work with us. Yeah. So really, it is more than just a job. It is a true youth development career, but it is kind of a calling. And it really is not just a job working for a company. You're joining a Boys and Girls Club family that is really strong, really supportive, and really loving. So.
Yeah. What does the next 5 years look like for you guys, or what would you like it to look like?
So I touched on it a little bit, but we're really excited about expansion and access for even more kids throughout Hampton Roads. So we're really going to be really looking at adding new clubs in the area. We're looking at transportation. As you know, transportation is an issue throughout as gas prices rise. Yeah. We're looking at making sure we have a first-class facilities, first-class transportation, because our kids really deserve that. So we're looking at adding new clubs, new transportation, and really taking Boys and Girls Clubs of Southeast Virginia to the next level, and even offering it to more kids and families.
Incredible. And again, for those that are maybe just tuning in kind of the tail end of this, tell me again, what is the Boys and Girls Club? What's your mission and goal?
So our mission is to enable all young people, especially those that need us the most, become productive, caring, and responsible citizens.
I was excited to ask this question because I usually ask this question at like just about every interview I do. But what is your favorite thing about being the CEO, or I guess the most rewarding thing for you for being the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia?
So to me, it's the people. It's not only the people. I mean, I brought Tyrell today, and you heard him, and it's just somebody that could grow up through the club, work at the club at an entry-level position, and become successful and graduate from college and be so passionate about it that he wants to come back and make this his career.
Yeah.
To me, that makes me excited. It's just the possibilities that we give kids. We have a young lady that just went to Juilliard, but we also have a young man that just went into the apprentice program and is going to become a welder, right? And that's a great career.
Yeah.
So, it's just the impact that we have on those kids. The families all buy into what we're doing. They feel comfortable coming to the club, love visiting the clubs, and they have, whether it's a daddy-daughter dance or a mother-son dance or a talent show, all the parents are always invited to come, and they participate. And to see them involved in their kids' lives as well, it's such a rewarding thing we get to do. I have the best job in the world, and I just feel so fortunate to be a part of it.
Tyrell, I want you to answer that one too.
My favorite thing about the Boys and Girls Club is just how much they care about their kids, and it's really a family base. Like I said, growing up in the club, it was just an amazing experience, and it helped my mom so much. I grew lifetime friends. Like Kevin said, the possibilities is endless. I have friends that are doctors. I have friends that are working in radio, working on TV. The possibilities are endless. They prepare you for the next step. And like I said, personally, they gave me the best experience in my life. Not only did they give me a place to go after school, they gave me my first job. It's still my job now. So they helped me just grow up to be an amazing person I am. And I couldn't do that without the amazing people working there.
Yeah.
It's just a tightly knit family that really care about youth and make sure that they have the best opportunities and resources going forward.
Amazing. Do you guys have volunteer opportunities? I know we kind of touched on this a little bit, but someone that's maybe listening, it's like, I love to volunteer. This is right up my alley,
Most definitely. You can always try to volunteer. You can email us at info@bgcseva.org. We'll have a volunteer application for you available. As easy as doing a background check, doing an in-person interview, and then once you're all squared away, then you can help change a life.
Perfect. How can we stay up to date on everything that's going on at the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia?
So you can stay up to date with us from everything down to our newsletter, which you can sign up on our website at www.bgcseva.org. We also have Instagram at Boys and Girls Club of SEVA, or SEVA. We have YouTube, we have Twitter, LinkedIn. So almost every social media network that we have, you can see what we're doing.
Yeah, as long as you can search a social media platform, you're going to find you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
I just know it. So that's kind of, everything that I wanted to touch on. I do want to give you both really the mic here for another minute or two and just kind of tell me any last minute words you want people to know about the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Virginia. Anything you just want them to remember?
No, as you could tell, and from our long answers, we get really excited about what we do.
It's great.
But I really want everyone out there to know, one, that we need you, that we can't do this on our own, and that all children have the right to have equal access to quality after-school programs and summer programming. And you have a role, whether it's volunteering, whether it's participating in an event, or whether it's just your financial support. We can't do it without you. So thank you for those that do, and please contact us for those that want to get involved and really see that investment in the youth.
Tyrell, you got any last-minute words for the listeners?
I just want people that don't know about Boys and Girls Club to stop by and just see what we do every day. I think once you see that, then you'll be part of the Boys and Girls Club family and never want to leave too. So just stop by. We have so many cities that you can stop by a club at and experience what we do every day.